Bad news. I'm not going to tell you who let the dogs out. But I will tell you what I learned from my dogs on how to solve problems that HR has been chasing for years. But let's start at the beginning. As you can probably hear from my accent, I traveled all the way from Tennessee. So I like to take you on a journey, a mental journey. And I invite you to actively participate. So let's start our journey by imagining that you're sitting in your car, driving down a busy... What's...
Michael!
Rosie?
Who are all those humans?
Right now is not a good time. I'm giving a presentation.
Are they here to hear about dogs? Or is this one of those meetings that could have been an email?
Seriously, yes, there will be dogs.
This is the best day of my life. Hi everyone, I'm Rosie. I sniff first and ask questions later.
What are you doing?
I'm building trust.
Oh.
Vulnerability is step one.
Yeah, do you mind if I present?
Fine.
Okay.
I'll listen quietly.
Yeah.
Oh, do they have snacks?
No snacks.
I no longer trust this group. Okay, listening. Silent. Professional dog mode activated.
You're separated from the oncoming traffic, that's the oncoming traffic here, by nothing more than a dotted line painted in the center of the road. But without giving it much thought, you trust that the oncoming traffic is staying on their side of the road, right? Even though you know not everyone is playing by these rules all the time. So you're on your way to a grocery store. Once you reach the parking lot, you turn, you park the car, you walk into the store. You head towards the produce section. In the produce section, you find 2 trays of identical looking red bell peppers. The bell peppers in the left tray cost 3 times more than those in the right tray. You purchase the more expensive bell peppers because they are labeled organic. You've seen this presentation. All right, very good. Even though the naked eye cannot tell a difference between the 2 types of bell peppers, you trust that the organic bell peppers do not contain any pesticides or other harmful chemicals. You finish up your shopping, you drive home. Later that evening, you research 2 companies on the internet. Company A has a Glassdoor rating of 2.7. Ooh. Company B has a Glassdoor rating of 4.1. So you quickly focus in on Company B because you trust the comments and ratings of current and former employees. Here's my question for you. What is it that the dotted line, the organic label, and the Glassdoor rating have in common? Trust. More specifically, they are trust symbols. And trust symbols are visual indicators that reduce uncertainty. Now, here comes your practice opportunity. Find a trust symbol in the room. The exit sign, perfect. Because the exit sign is giving us the certainty of knowing where to go in case of an emergency. What's the bigger point I'm trying to make with these 3 examples? Trust is everywhere. We cannot live our lives without trust. Trust in that regard is like air, the air we breathe. Because we don't appreciate how much we need air until it is in short supply. Very similar to trust. If you want to practice that, and please do it after the session, hold your breath for as long as you can. So far we talked about 3 symptoms. Let me share with you a total of 10. They're all symptoms. They all have the same underlying root cause. Oh yeah, I should say this as well. I'm going to share these symptoms with you in form of yellow rubber ducks. There is a scientific reason for that. I will explain. So, lack of innovation, stress, burnout, those are the 3 we already discussed. Then we have low engagement, low satisfaction, high attrition, unions. We have low productivity, low speed, high cost. These are very common symptoms many businesses struggle with. They're all visible symptoms. They all have a common root cause. The common root cause inflating all of these is lack of trust. So why yellow rubber ducks? What is the defining quality of a yellow rubber duck other than it floats? Sorry? Very good, they're all yellow. That's a keen observation here from the second row. What else? I know this is difficult. Every audience struggles. Let me give you a subtle hint. Anybody? They squeak! Yes, they squeak. They make a lot of noise, which distracts us, draws our attention. What is it these symptoms do in the workplace? They cause a lot of noise, they distract us, they draw our attention. And that is where the problem starts. Because as the old saying goes, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And once of a sudden, we're chasing after yellow rubber ducks symptoms, not remembering that a symptom is nothing else than a signal. Whoever had their check engine light come on while in the car, while driving, while starting the car? Just show me your hand. So something like this, right? That's a symptom. What do you do? Meaning it tells you what to do. Check engine, right? It's not that hard. It's a symptom. Nobody in their right mind would put duct tape on top of it for the symptom to go away, right? Keep that thought. Keep that thought. What are we doing with those at work? We're chasing after symptoms. Let me give you just a couple of examples. If we have high attrition, what do? We put a monetary-focused retention program in place. Shouldn't we ask, why are they leaving in the first place? It has become so automatic to chase after symptoms, we don't even distinguish between symptoms and root causes. We just, noise, and there we go. What you could do alternatively, just a thought, you could build a high-trust environment, and that high-trust environment would shrink all of these symptoms down to a manageable size by focusing on only one thing. If you like the more business style of communication, organizations don't fail because of symptoms. They fail because they get really good at treating them instead of eliminating what's causing them. You're sitting in the boat in the middle of the ocean. There is no land in sight. The boat drifts motionless on the calm sea. It sails hanging still. The water shimmers in baby blue and pink hues. The temperature is perfect. You haven't felt that relaxed in years. If you're inclined to do so, take in a deep breath right now. Hold. No, kidding. Breathe out. Suddenly you realize the boat is taking in water. You feverishly look around. You grab a bucket and start bailing water as if your life depends on it. And it might. For now, you keep the boat afloat. But how long can you engage in this physically demanding activity? What happens if the water comes in faster? Bailing water is addressing only the symptom. The water in the boat is the symptom. If you want the water to stop from coming into the boat, you have to do what? You have to find and address the root cause. You have to find and plug the leak. And here's the important part. It doesn't matter how good you get at bailing water, how much of the process you outsource, delegate, automate, hand over to ChatGPT. As long as you're bailing water, you're doing nothing but delaying the inevitable. In the case of the boat, this is easy to see. So let's say you're physically fit, you're determined to make this work. You bail water for 6 hours straight. At the end of 6 hours, you're so exhausted, you fall over, you pass out. What happens next? The boat fills up with water and the boat sinks. What have you accomplished in the last 6 hours? You kept yourself really busy. But you're dead. If you would have instead focused on the root cause first, you would have identified, plugged the leak, then you could have bailed some water to empty out the boat, and the outcome would have been completely different. So ask yourself, no need to respond, but ask yourself, how much bailing of water do you do at work? How many check engine lights do you put tape on? In reading out loud, the DOG Impact Pledge. All right. 3, 2, 1. I will distinguish symptoms from root causes. I will not chase the ducks. I will not bail water. I will optimize trust by leading with care. I will gain understanding. Woo! And I will make HR a driver, not a passenger of the business. This is my commitment. This is my impact. Give yourself a hand. Now, let's see what Zach thinks about it.
This is awesome! You are awesome! HR leaders rock! Now go and kick some butt! Thank you! Thank you
Thank you very much.